questions? I'm asking, can you do this? Huh? Okay. All right. So coming back to our A3 exercise, one more point is this point. Goals. I just put a circle around goals. Huh? So I ask you to do this so you can follow through. And I will say cutting G to lower demand pool inflation is not straightforward. Because other micro goals could be at stake. Micro goals, if I just say, hey, we need to provide street lighting, I think you know why. We need to provide hospitals, schools. You cannot just say, cut all these spending. Huh? Macro goals important, micro goals are also important, right? See, the wonderful thing is at this moment, you have 7 points denoting the pros and cons of fiscal policy. Do you remember when you studied price ceiling in microecons, having to memorize the pros and cons? Black market, shortage, loss of efficiency, dead weight loss. Okay, that wasn't so easy, right? Because you have to memorize from the notes. The 7 points here are not from the notes. However, okay, from school notes, add in other policy cons. So, other policy cons from the notes, from your notes, school notes. What will you see? You will see this point on size of multiplier. If the multiplier is small, you cut spending, the final change in spending is not that much multiplied. If your multiplier is 1.1, okay, the final change in spending is not that much. So the resulting strain on your FOP is still quite high. Size of multiplier. You also see this in your notes, time lag. They will tell you things like, oh, you need to collate data before you know inflation is a problem. You need to analyze the data, which is what you will be trained to do if you do econs at uni level. Regression analysis, to recognize, oh, inflation is a problem. You need to have policy deliberations behind closed doors. Hey, what should we do? Then you need to explain to the people before you implement. All these result in time lag. Okay. Okay. So fiscal policy, pros and cons. 7 points are from this self-sustaining ecosystem. Only 2 points you need to memorize. Okay. And now it's time for a break. I will, okay, unless you all want to revisit this page because you're still copying. Otherwise, during the break, I'll flash the site clarification questions for you to think through. Okay, we will take a 6-minute break. Okay, go for a walk. Okay, ask me more questions. See you back in 6 minutes. Okay. Now I will not go through in order. All right. Can I go through the third one first? Can fiscal policy affect X minus N through change in income level? Okay. Let me ask you which part of this is wrong. Okay. Suppose I suggest this: lower income tax to increase disposable income. Okay. After that, higher disposable income raises import spending. Higher import spending, set par,